And we're back here at the stock recap show. It is 15 December 2022. And I'm super excited to get into it. And before we do, I do just want to say, please trade at your own risk. Okay, this is a really risky business that we're in here. And these videos are just for educational purposes only. Okay, so just know that going in. And let's get into the high flyers. We got a high fly ball, and it is out of here. These notable movers were up big from 66% to 31%. Okay, I'm going to bring up these charts here, and we're gonna talk about them. So IMV, this was up 66%. It was a pretty big catalyst, but there's not really much average volume here. Okay, so this doesn't really look like an overnight hold. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but we're definitely watching it for a continuation candle. Same with BYSI. This didn't have much average volume to begin with, but this is a decent pattern here. We'll see if it can continue higher tomorrow. Okay, and the last high flyer was NVVE, New V Holdings, and this had some decent volume. 2 million shares traded out of a possible 22 million outstanding. Okay, so if you know nothing about stocks, the outstanding shares are basically the supply of shares in the market. Okay, and the volume would be the demand on the day, and that's basically it. This was some cool news today, though. Adds 3.7 megawatt to its megawatts under management through enhanced partnership with Japanese company. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Maybe that's the reason for the spike. This has higher average volume, so maybe a better bet than these first two. Okay, but let's get into the about to break out stocks. Go-to, this does look ready to break out. Okay, we'll see what it does tomorrow, but this traded some pretty good volume today. Okay, I'm not sure what the recent news was. It doesn't look like there was any recent news, but this is a Chinese education and training services company. Okay, so probably more volatile than your average U.S. companies, but yeah, the volatility here is 15% to 13%, and so the volatility, that's week and month. So the weekly volatility is 15%. It's pretty high. And the next about to break out stock is RIGL. It's RIGL, Rigel Pharmaceuticals. Okay, I don't know too much about this company at all, but it's trading about 1.6 times relative volume. Okay, so it did have some news. It dosed its first patient in a 1B study. Okay, so I think that's pretty early on in the process, but this does have an interesting breakout pattern here. We'll see if it can continue higher tomorrow. And ICVX, this is the last about to break out stock, and I didn't even move the slides forward here, but here's the slide we're on now, about to breakouts. ICVX has had a big rejection candle today. If we look at the 15-minute chart, we can see in the morning it really ran and hit a high of 16. Okay, and then it started to come off that and actually closed it around 10. So pretty big rejection candle. We'll see if it can gain some ground tomorrow and really reach for that $16 mark as the high that was set yesterday. 43 million shares traded. That's even more than the shares outstanding. Okay, so this company has turned over once already. Definitely on high watch tomorrow. And yeah, so that's the last about to break out stock. Now let's get into the scary stocks. There were some scary looking stocks. I mean, the markets overall did not do very well today. They were down 2.2%, and yeah, everything looked pretty bad across the board. But yeah, let's get into these scary stocks. NVAX, this did super well in the pandemic because it had a vaccine that was going on. And then it looks like it tumbled on cut to UK COVID vaccine supply deal and capital raising. So that's really unfortunate for the company. It was down 34.3%, and it is definitely struggling right here, right now, okay? So that's the first scary stock. The next one is NUWE, and this fell pretty much 20% today and didn't have a whole lot of volume. The market didn't seem to really care, which is not a great sign. It doesn't have too much in sales, and it is in the medical device company. So this doesn't look like a great stock to invest in right now. I might wait a few days if you were really considering this stock in particular, and maybe not at all. Maybe there's some better opportunities out there. EQRX, this also doesn't look great. Looks like it's breaking down to monthly lows and yearly lows and pretty much all-time lows here. So that's not really a great sign for this company either, EQRX. So we're watching this on the breakdown. There was 6 million shares traded, so that's something. It's down about 33% in the last week, so definitely a stock to keep on watch and pretty much avoid buying. Just track it for the next few days. If there is going to be an opportunity, it's probably not in the next few days for the dip buy, okay? So that's it for the scary stocks, and if anyone is interested in accelerating their trade knowledge, we do have one-on-one calls. Myself or a member of my team can help you out on your trade journey for free. You can book a call on fridaytraders.com, and we'd be happy to help you out. So I will see you next week, unless I talk to you on the call. In that case, I'll talk to you on the call. See you then.